Out here, everything can change in a heartbeat. One moment, you're enjoying a quiet afternoon by the riverbank, and the next, disaster is upon you, swift, brutal, and utterly unforgiving. The wild has a way of reminding us that no matter how advanced we become, we are never truly in control. Disasters, like flash floods or sudden storms, strike without warning, leaving devastation in their wake and testing the mettle of those caught in their path. These shocking moments, caught on camera, are a stark reminder of how fragile our routines really are. The world shifts in an instant, forcing us to make split-second decisions that can mean the difference between life and tragedy. It's in these moments, raw and unfiltered, that we see the true force of nature and the importance of being prepared for whatever may come. In this video, we'll relive some of the most harrowing close calls and dramatic escapes, each one a lesson in vigilance and respect for the wild powers that surround us. So, buckle up, because what you're about to witness is a journey into the heart of chaos, where survival hinges on instinct, luck, and the courage to act fast. There's a saying in the survival world: never turn your back on a river, especially when the skies grow dark. In Giju, flash floods arrived far sooner than anyone expected. The tranquil banks became a raging torrent in seconds, water rising relentlessly, devouring everything in its path. People scrambled for higher ground as the earth beneath their feet dissolved, riverbanks collapsing with a bone-chilling roar. It's a terrifying reminder that water, seemingly gentle, can transform into a monster without a moment's notice. The power of these floods isn't just in their speed, but in their unpredictability. One minute you're safe, the next you're fighting for your life. That's why vigilance is everything. Keeping an eye on the weather, knowing your escape routes, and never underestimating the signs, these are lessons that can save lives. When nature unleashes its fury, every second counts, and the margin for error disappears. After heavy rains, a simple act like gardening can turn deadly. In Bosnia, relentless storms brought not just flooding, but landslides that swallowed roads and homes. For one gardener, the ground shifted beneath his boots, forcing a desperate scramble to safety as mud and debris thundered past. It's a stark illustration of how entire communities must band together, using whatever tools and courage they have to weather the storm. Floods don't discriminate. They overwhelm the prepared and unprepared alike. Towns and villages, cut off by water and mud, struggle with the aftermath, rescuing neighbors, salvaging what they can, and bracing for the next wave. The risks are everywhere, and it's in these moments that the true strength of a community is tested. When disaster strikes, survival is a team effort, built on vigilance, quick thinking, and the will to keep going. It's chilling how a slight deviation, just a misplaced footstep, or a moment's hesitation, can tip the balance from safety to catastrophe. In high-stakes situations, the margin for error is razor-thin. Whether you're crossing a flooded street or navigating a rocky hillside, the smallest mistake can have consequences that cascade out of control. That's why situational awareness matters: reading the terrain, anticipating hazards, and never letting your guard down. We often forget how quickly control can slip away. One wrong move and the world changes, forever. These close calls serve as a powerful reminder: in the wild and in life, it's the little things, the details, that matter most. Every decision counts, every action is magnified, and the line between a near miss and a tragedy is frighteningly thin. In a split second, a hand slips on the steering wheel and disaster is set in motion. We've all experienced moments where our focus kind of wavers, maybe just for a heartbeat, but on the road, that's honestly all it takes. A driver loses control, veering dangerously close to pedestrians, the screech of tires echoing through the chaos. The importance of unwavering attention behind the wheel cannot be overstated. Every journey, no matter how routine, carries risk. Especially in places where people and vehicles share narrow streets, vigilance is the shield that protects lives. It's a lesson that's hammered home when you see how quickly a simple mistake can spiral into something far more serious. The road doesn't forgive. It demands respect, discipline, and total concentration. Chaos erupts without warning. In the confusion, a bystander takes a step back, just in time to avoid disaster. It's a moment where instinct, honed by years or perhaps just sheer luck, makes all the difference. No one is seriously injured, but the lesson is burned into memory. In unpredictable situations, quick reflexes can mean everything. There's no time to think, no time to weigh options. Your body moves before your mind catches up. These are the adrenaline-fueled moments where survival is decided not by planning, but by the split-second decisions we hope we'll make when it matters. Sometimes it's that one step taken at just the right time that separates tragedy from relief. You hear it before you see it, a distant roar, growing louder, relentless. Suddenly, water is everywhere, surging around ankles, knees, hips. People dash for higher ground, clutching children and possessions, hearts pounding as nature's fury bears down. The unpredictability of flash floods is what makes them so deadly. They give no warning, no mercy. This is the raw power of the wild, unpredictable, unforgiving, and always demanding respect. In these moments, it's clear that preparation isn't just a precaution, it's a lifeline. Knowing where to run, what to grab, and when to move can be the difference between surviving and being swept away. Nature doesn't negotiate, it takes what it wants, when it wants. Few things are as dramatic as watching a ship's outer shell dismantled, exposing the complex, vulnerable core beneath. It's a transformation that speaks to the sheer scale of destruction possible when nature or accident strikes. Metal groans, panels peel away, and what once seemed invincible is laid bare, an intricate maze of machinery and compartments, now exposed to the elements. The spectacle is sobering. What we build to withstand the forces of nature can be undone in moments. The lesson is clear. Never underestimate the power of the sea, or the hidden weaknesses in even the sturdiest structures. Preparedness is about more than building strong. It's about anticipating the worst and planning for recovery when the unexpected happens. Two heavy logs tumble off a truck, bouncing and rolling straight toward a motorbike. In that instant, a woman sprints, her instincts firing, muscles moving before thought, saving her from a crushing fate. The logs crash to a stop, harmless now, but only because of that lightning-fast reaction. It's a harrowing scene, and a testament to the power of instinct. In dangerous places, hesitation can be deadly. Survival often comes down to trusting your gut, reacting without overthinking. These moments remind us all, stay alert, stay agile, and always respect the unpredictable hazards around us. The world seems to hold its breath as a truck loses control, barreling toward a woman in its path. In a miraculous display of reflexes, the driver swerves, bringing the massive vehicle to a halt just inches from tragedy. The tension is palpable, the difference between disaster and relief measured in mere heartbeats. Moments like these are a stark reminder of the responsibility that comes with sitting behind the wheel. It's not just about skill, it's about staying present, anticipating the unexpected, and reacting with calm. Every safe outcome is a victory, a testament to the quick thinking and courage of those at the helm. A giant billboard, battered by wind and rain, teeters and crashes down onto a tow truck. Bystanders freeze, hearts pounding as metal and debris cascade in a thunderous heap. For a moment, time seems to stop, everyone waiting, breath held, to see if disaster has struck. Incredibly, everyone walks away unharmed. But the shock lingers, a stark warning about the dangers that lurk overhead, especially in wild weather. It's a vivid reminder to always be aware of your surroundings, and to never assume safety when the elements rage. A motorcyclist loses traction, sliding across slick pavement as a semi barrels down the highway. In a heart-stopping moment, the truck driver swerves, missing the fallen biker by inches. The sound of screeching brakes, the blur of motion, every detail etched in memory as both drivers come frighteningly close to disaster. These are the moments that test nerves and skill. On the open road, things can go wrong in an instant, and it's only the quick reactions of those involved that prevent tragedy. Respect for the road, and for each other, is non-negotiable. Every journey demands vigilance from start to finish. It starts with a simple mistake. A car left in gear, rolling slowly toward a parked motorbike. The driver, realizing too late, dashes back, leaping inside just in time to stop the collision. It's a frantic scramble that ends with nothing but a bruised ego, but the lesson is clear. Never get complacent about safety. Even in everyday tasks, risk lurks in the background. Parking on a slope or leaving a vehicle unattended demands attention and care. Quick thinking can save the day, but preparation and habit are the first line of defense. The unexpected really becomes the norm when a truck loses a wheel at speed. The rogue tire bounces, careens across the road and bursts into flames, a fiery spinning hazard that could cause untold destruction. Drivers swerve, pedestrians scatter, and chaos reigns for a few terrifying moments. Mechanical failures like these are unpredictable, but regular maintenance and vigilance can reduce their likelihood. Still, when things go wrong, it's the reactions of everyone involved that determine the final outcome. In situations like these, there's really no substitute for staying alert and thinking fast. An SUV, caught in a sudden swerve, flips onto its roof, skidding across the asphalt and colliding with another car. The violence of the crash is, well, honestly breathtaking, metal screeching and glass flying, yet somehow everyone emerges with only minor scratches. A miracle, in the midst of mayhem. This is a testament to the advances in safety technology, but also a reminder that luck plays a role. No one expects to walk away from such a crash, and it's a sobering lesson in the unpredictability of the road. Always wear your seatbelt, stay alert, and respect the limits of your vehicle. In the city, danger doesn't always come with a warning. Heavy snow, built up on a high-rise roof, suddenly breaks free, crashing down onto parked cars below. The force is enough to dent metal and shatter windows, a stark reminder that winter's hazards are often hidden in plain sight. Urban environments come with their own risks, and when weather turns wild, those risks multiply. Whether it's falling ice or collapsing structures, preparation means more than just a warm coat. It means staying aware of your surroundings at all times. A car, moving far too quickly, tries to squeeze through a narrow gap. The inevitable crash is sudden and violent, but, miraculously, only minor injuries result. It's a classic example of how impatience and risk-taking can lead to disaster in the blink of an eye. Speed is seductive, but unforgiving. The road demands respect, and every reckless decision carries consequences. These incidents serve as a sobering warning. Slow down, think ahead, and never gamble with your life, or anyone else's. Two bikers, caught off guard, lose control, and crash straight through a shopfront. In an instant, what could have been a disaster turns almost comical, bikes parked neatly inside, and startled shopkeepers staring in disbelief. No one is hurt, but the surprise is, honestly, unforgettable. Sometimes accidents end with a burst of laughter rather than tears, but the lesson remains: unpredictability is ever present, and even the most skilled riders can find themselves in bizarre situations. Always be ready for the unexpected. Urban routine is shattered as a herd of cows storms into a store, knocking over shelves and sending shoppers scrambling. The chaos is both humorous and dangerous, dozens of animals completely out of place, causing havoc in a world built for people, not livestock. It's a vivid reminder that the boundaries between wild and civilized are thinner than we like to think. When nature invades our spaces, the results can be both comical and catastrophic. Always expect the unexpected, especially when animals are involved. In Barangia, a violent flood sweeps through the streets, lifting cars and carrying them away like toys. The sheer force of the water is humbling, unstoppable, indifferent to human plans or property. Entire communities watch helplessly as their world is transformed in moments. This is nature at its most brutal, reminding us of our vulnerability. When disaster looms, preparation is everything, but sometimes even the best-laid plans are no match for the power of the wild. Flash floods hit Pittsburgh, turning roads into rivers and sweeping away everything in their path. Homes, cars, and lives are upended in a matter of minutes. The devastation is total, families displaced, businesses destroyed, and a city forced to reckon with the power of water. Being prepared isn't just about survival, it's about resilience. Communities that plan, that build for the worst, stand the best chance of bouncing back. But for many, these floods are a wake-up call to the dangers lurking just beyond our sight. Storm Gloria lashes Majorca, with waves crashing over coastal defenses and residents racing to evacuate. The air is electric with urgency, officials issuing warnings, families packing up, the ocean pounding relentlessly against the shore. It's a scene of both chaos and remarkable order, as people heed the call and move to safety. Listening to warnings, respecting the elements, these are the keys to survival when storms arrive. Nature always gives a sign, but it's up to us to pay attention and act before it's too late. The difference between life and loss is often a matter of minutes. A massive Mexican Navy ship edges dangerously close to the Brooklyn Bridge, drawing gasps from onlookers, metal groans, the